Someone knocked him out backstage before you rehearsed George's number, then wrapped the counterweight rope around his neck, knowing that when the curtain closed, the rope would finish the job if he wasn't dead already. Bernstein regained consciousness just in time to die.
That's the first time anyone's ever accused my husband of being hung.
So you see, he could have been killed by anyone who had access to the stage, including you, Jenny.
What's that supposed to mean?
We found a copy of Variety with words cut out of it in the stage manager's office. Your office.
Chris and Oscar have keys as well.
And it looks like you three are my first official murder suspects.
Well, it's just an honor to be nominated.
But everybody is still under suspicion. I found this black book in Bernstein's breast pocket. Look familiar? Each page has the name of a different member of the cast with a notation written in Bernstein's personal secret code. Obviously a memo as to why each of you was being blackmailed.
Oh, no! Oh, well, meaning, no, I wasn't being blackmailed, but also meaning, no! Look, I found more death threats. I'm afraid my fingerprints are all over it again.
It's all right, Miss Harris. You've already proven yourself to be forthcoming and trustworthy and just so very nice. Dear Sydney, end the show or it's the end of you.
Oh my God! Sid Bernstein died for nothing. He told me he was going to close the show.
When did he tell you that?
In his office, right before he got hoisted. He said someone just that minute had changed his mind about keeping Robin Hood open and said I should save my money for his next Boston show. And then I told him to go upstairs to watch Georgia rehearse her big number. He gave me back the very last check I wrote him.
You can give it back to me. I am not closing this show. Come on, Oscar, let's put this check somewhere safe.
It felt very safe in my pajama pocket.
What's the matter, Lieutenant?
It's been bothering me since yesterday. I mean, why would Bobby,
What?
of all the people on this stage, you,
Spit it out, Lieutenant.
you should be in the Fort Henderson Square Dance number.
Beg pardon?
You'd stop the show. And after all, wouldn't Rob Hood come to the big picnic disguised as Alan Odell?
It makes sense.
And Daryl Brady of the Globe loved Bobby's dancing.
Bobby, can you improvise a short turn in time for tonight?
Sure, but I don't know if I can make the change for the next scene.
Well, for gosh sakes, Bobby, it's just losing a bandana and putting on a mask. Would it kill you to try?
Well, we'll time it out now. Jenny, the Fort Henderson Square Dance number.
Fort Henderson Square Dance number!
Yeah, we're getting somewhere. And Aaron, for the love of Mike, we have got to have that rewrite of In the Same Boat that you promised.
I already did it.
Without me?
Yes, honey, we rehearsed it last night while you were being fitted.
To be honest, I think it turned out pretty well.
Well, can I hear it?
Sure. I changed it to Rob Wood and his men heading up the mighty Colorado. You know, a real He-Man approach. Sasha, a quick chorus of In the Same Boat.
Randy, Hard, help me out here.
Wait a second. If you just wrote it last night, what are the musicians playing?
Well, it's a new melody, but I wrote it to fit the old orchestra parts.
Very smart.
I think we nailed it this time. A 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we are, flashing makes and be lost on a windy sea. All the planks are springing a leak. We'd like to bail, but we forgot the pail, and we regret to say our compass is gone, but somehow we still sail on. Because two hands are best, as some fella wrote, and what the heck, we're in the same boat.
I'm sorry. No, believe me. It's a bold attempt, and it certainly has some of that vim we've been looking for, but something is still missing.
Well, of course, we only had one half of our songwriting team working on that version.
I'm doing the best I can.
Excuse me, everyone. I just had an idea.
Ah, how long we've waited for this day.
If we are adding Bobby to the Kansas Land number, it just so happens that he and I have been working on a dance routine that is perfect for my Princess Kickapoo character, and for him.
We've been working on sort of an Apache dance.
It's a pas de deux for two.
Bobby, it can save us a lot of time if it's ready to go.
We've only talked it through.
I'm ready.
Carmen, she's the spawn of your loins. Yes or no?
Well, normally I'd say over my dead body, but I don't want to give anybody ideas. Let her give it a shot.
Come on, Georgia, we better go tell the cast.
Aaron, I thought you were going to write us a better version of In the Same Boat.
We just played the new version, didn't you hear it?
I did. Aaron, I thought you were going to write us a better version.
I'm putting In the Same Boat into dry dock for the time being.
Oh, please, Aaron, come back. When you've written a new song.
Thank you for the chance, Mother.
It's called giving you enough rope to hang yourself with, Elaine. Maybe not my best choice of words.
You always make fun of me in front of other people.
Perhaps I should leave.
No. You have a dream of being in the theater, Chaffee. You should hear this too. Elaine, as a Broadway producer, there are certain things that are more important to me than you getting a star turn.
Like what?
Me, turning a profit. I've never been known as one of those stupid clucks, Elaine.
Bambi.
Pisses away a lot of her hard-earned bucks, Elaine.
Bambi.
But facing the fact your coloratura sucks, Bambi. Though it breaks your mother's heart, forget about the part. It's time for you to know why I really backed this show. You asked me for my motives, well, you needn't be so smart. It's a business. It isn't making history, it isn't making art. It's a business. Shaw and Ibsen, take them away. And don't bother me with Moliere, those Russians never pay. So go on, criticize me, please proceed with your attack. It's a business. I put 1 million in and I expect 2 million back. It's a business. So what crime am I committing if I'm putting up a fight? It's a business. And I want those paying suckers out there giving me the business every night. Am I getting through, Elaine?
I'm sorry, Mother, but to me, the theater is a temple.
What, so it should only be filmed on the Sabbath? Come on, fellas, give me a hand. Very funny, you know what I mean. Back me up. The not-for-profit theaters don't need to earn a buck. That's not business.
That's not business.
So give them Lysistrata, and I wish them lots of luck. I do business.
She does business.
Gorky, shorky, money misspent. You won't survive Yom Kippur. You'll never get through Lent. I once knew a producer whose pretensions knew no bounds in the business.
In the business.
She mounted Samuel Beckett. I don't mean that like it sounds. It was business.
It was business.
So now he's down the crapper, and I'm working in my prime. It's a business.
It's a business.
And the shows I do for business, 'cause I'm good at doing business, and I'm giving them the business, honey, all the time.
But what about the great poets of the stage?
Honey, I put on the Iceman cometh, and nobody cameth. Come on, everybody, let's show the lieutenant our lineup. Two dressers, to the stagehands, two musicians in the pit. It's a business.
It's a business.
The owner of these premises cleans up if we're a hit. He's in business.
He's in business.
Union members don't work for free. Hey, Harry, on the spotlight, blink twice if you agree. See, I'm not devoid of culture, but my feet are on the floor. It's a business.
It's a business.
I do the Kama Sutra with a Richard Rogers score. knows it?
Well, I think my dance number could be very provocative.
Sweetie, the only thing you could arouse is suspicion.
Chris, the company's ready with the Fort Henderson Square dance number.
Oh, joy beyond my wildest dreams.
May I?
Carmen, how many more hours do we have to wait before this were re-reviewed by
Daryl Grady of the Boston Globe.
Grady? Well, you're not exactly what I expected. But I haven't seen a photo of you.
Well, complete anonymity is a critic's best tool.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't bite the hand that slaps me. But it is not very good for you to review our rehearsal.
Well, you forget that I report on theater for the Globe as well as review it. Your show is news, and I'm setting aside my customary professional distance to interview members of your company in the green room with your permission, Miss Bernstein.
Free publicity, Carmen.
Poor Sidney. Peter died for this kind of press, and he did. The green room's yours, Grady.
All right, company, the Fort Henderson Square Dance with Bambi auditioning a new section with Bobby.
This I've got to see.
Keep all your fingers crossed.
So let's all follow the yellow brick road in the wrong direction all the way back to Kansas land. Sasha, yee-haw.
Come every second Sunday of each month throughout the year, the women folk head out from town to greet the soldiers here.
We bring them home their fiddles.
Yeah, that's all these ladies here.
There ain't no chance for romance when the dance is strictly square.
In Kansas land, in the straw we never stray. 'Cause in Kansas land, you can't be too good in the hay. In Kansas land, don't shake the sassafras. 'Cause in Kansas land, there's lots of splendor in that grass.
These ladies swear the good book is the one book they believe. Yet think about when Adam found himself among the Eve. There weren't no creature present when he gave his mate a world. But where'd we be if Eve had not been that kind of girl?
In Kansas land, where the prairie meets the sky. In Kansas land, ain't no finer place to live than out in Kansas land. Where virtue never fades. 'Cause in Kansas land, we're always sure to pull the shades.
There came to old Fort Henderson young Princess Kickapoo. Kept her wigwam warm at night with every suit she knew. Her travel dance is worth a glance. Her hips go pow, wow, wow. When this papoose says,
Let's move.
the soldiers cry and howl. Hey, I'm bleeding.
Looks like it's just a crease wound. Did anyone see anything? Bobby, how many people knew you'd be leaping when you did?
Well, no one. I was trying it for the first time. That was some fancy shooting.
Too fancy. Unless, of course, you weren't the person they were trying to shoot. Everyone go back to where they were just before the shot rang out. You folks stay right here.
Hold on. Aren't we all sitting ducks here?
Whoever shot Bobby had plenty of time to fire again if they didn't mind getting caught. Now go back to your place. Guys, what's this crate right here when the shot was fired?
That's right.
That's where the bullet entered and exited. Now it grazed Bobby, but it could have been intended for you. Randy, why aren't you wounded?
I am. Deep down. And ask him why.
Are you usually here at this point in the number?
No, when Bobby jumped, I moved over here to give him more room.
And it's unlikely that you were the target. So, still following his path, the bullet must have been aimed at you, Nikki. Were you here when Bobby was shot?
I'm not sure. Is that important?
Well, if you were here, you couldn't very well have shot it yourself, and I could rule you out as the killer.
You haven't already ruled me out, Lieutenant?
Wait a second. Bobby, you're holding that handkerchief on your left arm. Well, it's bleeding, but that's impossible. If the shot came from out there, and you were leaping with your right side towards the audience, there's no way the bullet could have grazed the left side of your left arm, unless... Guys, wasn't the skull and crossbones facing towards the audience?
Oh, I guess we said it the wrong way.
Yes! So, it's the exact opposite. The shot was fired from behind the upstage guard tower, grazed Bobby as he was finishing his leap, and then passed through the crate on its way to you.
Me?
Yep. And here's the bullet.
Oh, but that would mean that the shot was fired
By someone on this stage or behind the scenery. You folks who were off stage, was anyone with you? And the only people who couldn't have fired the shot are Sasha and Carmen because they were both downstage. Oh! Don't you think that Bobby should play that dance much further downstage?
I was planning to have the same idea.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to search you all for a gun.
Oh, that won't be necessary.
She did it!
She did it, she did it, she did it, she did it. That Nikki is tricky and slick.
Please stop that! Nikki? What are you doing with that?
Oh, well, I'm not here. It's an automatic, so it can't be a prop in our Western. Well, at least I'm leaving my fingerprints on the evidence this time. There's tape wrapped around the handle and the, trigger. Oh, gosh, Frank, I might have killed you.
Hand me the gun, slowly. Nikki.
Well, I've got something to say to whichever one of you tried to knock me off. Knock it off!
Lieutenant,
Yes, Jenny.
We're way overdue for a break.
Oh, sorry.
Back in 10, everyone. We're clearing the set. You're going to protect me, right, Chuffy? You've already been 2 murders on the stage.
3 if you count the integrity of musical theater.
You couldn't be surrounded by more police than you are right now, Mrs. Bernstein.
Come on, Mother. You should get something to eat. If you're nervous, I'll taste your food for you.
You have no taste, right? I've seen your makeup, your closet, and your boyfriend's. And some of your boyfriends in your closet with your makeup.
You never have a good word to say about me, do you? Especially in public? I thought I did pretty good in that last number.
Big deal considering the 15 years of jazz, ballet, and circus training I paid for. Look, I'm sorry, but you just don't have what it takes. You volunteered for this life, dyed your hair, changed your name. Of all the names in the world, why did you choose Bambi?
Because in the movie, Bambi's mother is shot to death by hunters.
Well, someone just tried to do that to me, sweetie, and I don't see anyone ruling you out. Come on, Oscar, I've got the keys to the lobby bar. I'll make us some Bloody Marys.
Well, despite what your mother says, you were great in that Kansas Land number.
Lieutenant, I really appreciate
No,
that.
no, no, no. I'm the one who should be thanking you.
Your dance really was great, Bambi.
Yeah, better than I could have imagined, kiddo.
Well, it's like I told you, Bobby. Just give me a chance and I won't let you down.
And don't listen to what your mother says. At least no one can say you're in this show because of nepotism.
I guess that's pretty obvious.
Believe me, Lieutenant, Bambi isn't the girl in this cast who's used her personal connections to advance her career.
What do you mean by that?
Sorry. As stage manager, I'm equal parts psychiatrist, mother hen, and father confessor. Anything that is said to me, I consider privileged information. Besides, what I know, Lieutenant, I don't think you wanna.
Georgia, there you are. Listen.
Aaron, good. Can I speak to the three of you about Bernstein's little black book of blackmail? He had an entry for every member of the cast with 3 noteworthy exceptions. You, and you. Now, going by this book, Bernstein had nothing on you, but you're all getting the same raw deal as everyone else. Why are you slaving away for peanuts when you could be doing so much better elsewhere? Oh, no one has anything to say.
Well, can you blame us? If I recall, one of those death threats said, make another sound and you'll end up underground.
Exactly. But Georgia, I never read that particular death threat out loud.
What?
Nikki and the deceased Miss Cranshaw are the only 2 people who ever saw it, except, of course, for the person who sent it.
Well, then I guess Nikki told me.
I told her not to tell anyone.
I didn't, Frank. I told you I wouldn't, so I didn't.
Then I'm sorry, Georgia, but I'm going to have to book you on suspicion of murder.
What are you saying?
Nikki, would you be able to go on tonight?
Oh, I see what's going on here. Here to give a little boost to your little sweetheart's career.
My relationship with Nikki Harris is purely that of police investigator and to possible suspect.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, I'm really liking you, Frank.
Well, it's reciprocal. I assure you.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I am more than glad. I was doing something.
Arresting me for murder?
Yes, it makes perfect sense. Jessica Cranshaw's death, and please do not forget what you were saying. Jessica Cranshaw's death gave you the chance to star on Broadway. And when Sid Bernstein decided to close the show, his death kept that chance alive. Miss Hendricks, you'll have to come with me.
Wait a second, Lieutenant. I'm who you want.
You're confessing to the murders, Mr. Fox?
You heard what I said.
That's not a simple thing to retract.
Think about what you're saying.
I am. This is a great thing that's happening in your life. I'm not important now.
Very noble, but you're on the record as saying that you didn't want Georgia in the role.
No, I just said that because I knew if she took the part, she wouldn't have time to write with me. Be with me. That's how Sydney got me to work for nothing. It was the only way I knew to be near her again. We stuck out of town together, huddled over a piano each night. Who knows what might have happened?
Aaron, that's how Sydney got me to do the show. I wanted the same thing.
You did?
I do.
But you and Bobby.
No? Forget that.
I don't understand.
Because I didn't want you to. Not until I knew how you felt, but you seemed as preoccupied as ever with your music.
Because our songs were the one place you and I were still together.
Aaron, you said our songs.
Our songs. Our life. What was I thinking when I let you slip away? Oh yeah. I was thinking of me. Only of me. What was I thinking, spending each moment of each waking day, thinking of me, shutting you out,
Sometimes,
making you wait,
sometimes,
too self-involved to say I do need you. Why pretend? I miss the music. I miss my friend.
I miss my friend. that death threat? You showed it to me when you were questioning me. And you were going to accuse me of murder.
Yes, the joke's on me.
Lieutenant, I hereby officially unconfess to everything. Except being a fool.
Oh, Aaron, our director needs to see you downstairs on the double.
I'm excused.
Go.
I'll see you downstairs.
Partner. Thank you, Lieutenant. You played your part very effectively.
Oh, and what a treat to play a scene with you! and a fair exchange. You got Aaron to show you his cards. I got the answer as to why both of you came on board this show.
Wait a second. You and Georgia staged all that?
Yes, it was her idea, and a good one, I thought. And you've been playing a role too, haven't you, Bobby?
I plead guilty to playing George's devoted lover.
When we first started rehearsals, I asked Bobby if he would pretend that we were still involved and see if I could stir up something, anything in Aaron.
Good job.
Thank you, Bobby. I'm so grateful.
Just a polite reminder, you're both still suspects.
Right.
Bobby, I got my answer as to why Aaron and Georgia were working with Sid Bernstein, but I still don't know your reason.
I always wanted the chance to play the performance of a lifetime.
Fooling Aaron by acting like you're in love with Georgia?
No. Fooling Georgia that I'm acting. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for her.
Except, of course, commit murder.
Even that, if she asked me.
Frank, why does love make so many people feel so bad? The public should be warned that Cuban is armed and dangerous.
Maybe romance should be left strictly in the hands of the police.
If you mean present company, I vote yes on that proposition.
Oh, Miss Harris.
Oh, please call me Frank. I mean, please call me Frank.
May I be bold?
I already know that you are.
I never believed in that whole some enchanted evening thing. Until now. The first time I saw you, there was a blue wash on the stage. And they hit you with a pink special. It was just like...
It was just like a musical, huh, Frank?
I thought... Nikki, I thought to myself... You and I, we could be a tough act to follow. Can't you see? Special people doing special things. Running rings around any pair, anywhere. You and I, we stay a tough act to follow in every way. If you hold my hand and let the music start, let the curtains part, let the spotlight glow. Gosh, wish I could do that.
Oh, well, you can, Frank. It's simple, really. Just follow me.
Stop, hop, stop, step, 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 skip, skip, stop, hop, stop, step, 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 skip, skip, stop, hop, step, step, step.
Hey, you've done this before. How about a spotlight of your own? Oh, hey, Harry, put him in pink. Oh, looking good, Frank. Looking real good. With the right background. We'd be a tough
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I sure think I am.
Come on, gang!
Special things, running rings around anywhere, anywhere. You and I, we could stay on top and to follow in every way. Let the curtains part. Let the spotlight glow. Reveal
What did you just say?
Well, I said it was just like a musical, huh, Frank?
Nikki, what were you doing just now?
Well, it's silly.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was imagining that you and I were singing and dancing across the stage, just like Marge and Gower Champion.
So was I. Isn't that incredible? Both of us having the exact same fantasy at the exact same time. Marge and Gower Champion. In your fantasy, which one was I?
Gower.
Me too. And the song we were singing.
Make for a great opening number.
Actually, more like a finale. Would you like to go out?
Oh, you won't let me leave.
I keep forgetting. I can't make any exceptions, even though you are exceptional.
Oh, Frank, I knew from the very first moment I shook your hand that you...
Shook your hand.
What?
Shook your hand. Nikki, I think it's time you told me what Sid Bernstein had on you.
Nothing. Really. Well, unlike the rest of the cast, I want to be in this show. I've gotten some wonderful reviews here in Boston, but this is the best chance I've ever had at Broadway.
Jenny hinted that there was a woman in the cast who would use some secret connection to advance her career, and that I wouldn't like knowing who it was. Did she mean you?
Every show is filled with gossip.
Oh, Nikki, you didn't say no. Who is it?
I can't tell you. I made a promise to someone not to talk about it. I don't break my promises.
In Sid Bernstein's Black Book, the one where he wrote everyone's secret, next to your name, he wrote a great big 0.
Oh, I'm glad.
And maybe it was the letter O.
Oscar, the sandwich you ordered is here. Oh, for crying out loud, Nikki, you have to get into your costume.
Sorry.
Folks, back on stage in 5 to learn and block yet another brand new version of In the Same Boat. Thanks, guys. Ben, can you drop it?
Jenny, if Nikki told you some kind of secret, I have to know.
Don't talk near the microphone, Lieutenant. When it's turned on, everyone downstairs can hear what you're saying.
Tell me what you know about Nikki Harris.
In what capacity are you asking that question? Office of the law or jealous boyfriend? Can what I say be used against me, or will you hold it against me if I don't say what you want to hear?
I haven't finished questioning the cast. And I'm not finished with you.
Take 5, Ben. I'm good here. Okay, drop in credit. Who's that? This is no time to joke. We've already had 2 people die. That's funny. I thought you. Oh, look, if you're worried, I'm going to say anything.
Lieutenant, don't you think we're too easy a target of peerless lies? I mean, especially with the cast rehearsing just below us.
Nikki found the gun. I found the gun that was used to kill Jenny in the wings, and Nikki found the gun that was fired at Carmen. I'm sort of hoping that the killer has run out of guns by now.
It's been hours since poor Jenny was murdered. And what possible reason did you have for dragging me up here?
Because you know more about the technical cues in this show than anyone else.
And why do you need me, Lieutenant?
The last time I talked to Jenny, you were the topic of conversation. I don't want to let you out of my sight until we determine the meaning behind her dying message.
Dying message?
Jenny knew her killer. With only seconds to live, she couldn't talk, couldn't write. Her bloodstains on the stage indicate that she dragged herself to her call book and tore out one page on which she'd written the words, "Drop in planet Earth."
Well, drop-in is simply a term we use for lowering scenery from up here in the flies.
Exactly. Mountains drop in. Skyline drops in.
Mary Poppins drops in.
Oh, there's a drop of the earth at the end of In the Same Boat.
There will never be an end to In the Same Boat. Oh, listen, they're rehearsing the latest version now. Same bloody orchestra parts, third new melody, telling the entire series.
My God, that's it! I've solved it! We gotta get down from here, fast!
Ah, this way! Retreat after me!
Frank, are you coming?
You get started. I'll be right along.
Be careful, Frank. The killer may realize you're onto him.
Yes, but as long as I'm up here, I really should try to see what's written on the side of this drop. Planet Earth. Isn't it crazy how something can have you totally stumped until it hits you?
Not bad. We can make that work.
No, this version is no better than any other version.
This is all Chaffee's big idea. Where the hell is he?
Yeah, something's not right.
Especially with this song.
I'll tell you what's not right. Us singing our merry little heads off when Jenny was just killed a couple hours ago.
Jenny, Sydney, Jessica, all murdered on this stage. Which one of us gets it next?
Sorry, I know.
Oh my God, it's the killer! Somebody do something!
I think I could use a little help.
What on earth is going on here? No pun intended. Nikki, you must have something.
Oh, me, why would you say that?
Because you and I were the only two up there with them, and I've almost entirely ruled out myself.
Folks, the answer's been staring us in the face all along. Quick, I need to see the music for this number.
Well, there's a copy of the score just off stage. Come on.
You must have fallen when we were climbing down from the catwalk.
What the hell were you doing all the way up in the slides?
I've been asking myself the same question. Did you see anything up there?
I don't know, it was so dark. I might have accidentally unhitched a rope.
This was no accident, but that can wait because I think I solved it. Can't believe it took me this long. Let's see here. Damn!
What is it, Frank?
I've just remembered that I can't read music. Never mind that. Basic logic tells me, Aaron, you wrote all three versions of In the Same Boat to fit the same orchestra part, right?
Right.
Then if all three versions fit the same arrangement, they should all fit with each other. That's what'll give this number the kick in the derriere it's been needing. The entire company singing three different songs at the same time. It'll make Fugue for Tin Horns look like Frere Jacques.
But what about the murders?
Oh, would you forget about the murders for a second?
But you said you got it, that you solved it.
Solved how to salvage this number. I want to run this right now. Bring in the set, Jenny.
She's dead.
Oh, right, I forgot. Everyone get set for the top of the number. We're going to have Rob Wood and the ladies trying to reach a steamboat to Wichita before the farmers lose their land. Everyone on board with that?
Aye, aye, Captain.
That's Lieutenant. It's just Georgia at the start. Sasha, start it off slow.
In the same boat, on the same sea, shaking inside as the tide is rising. Nary a ship, nary a sail, nary a soul on the whole horizon.
Here come the three pals paddling up the rapids.
Here we are, a ship they set me, lost on the windy sea. All the planks are springing a leak. We'd like to bail, but we forgot the pain, and we regret to say our compass is gone, but somehow we still sail on, because two hands are best, and some fella wrote, and what the heck, we're in the sand,
And headed down the river come the damsels in distress.
Tired and torn, weary and bored, feeling forlorn that we look untidy, chewing our nails, praying that whales aren't allowed to eat meat on Friday. Still, we are not discouraged due to the ancient book that you're likely to and take it all on the chin. We're in the
The
same
waves
boat.
are coming on past that song now.
The sea is unusually rough, the going's terribly tough. As if that wasn't enough, we lost an oar. We find it all we can do to calm the ground for the poor little chump. We're so dumb that we don't know our fault from our out.
It's a high-stepping riverboat men to the rescue.
The waves are pumping a lot, the sharks are snapping a lot, the thunder's clapping a lot. Just hear it roar, but there's no doubt in the world we'll stay afloat 'cause it's easy to win. Take it all on the chin when you're in the same boat.
Now the paddles come rolling around the bend while the ladies up the creek come sailing into view. Let's put it all together. As he said.
The sea's unusually rough, the going's terribly tough. As if that wasn't enough, we lost it all. We find it all we can do, turn it on the ground for the poor little chump. It's not that we can't stick around.
And we're on the river.
The waves are shining a lot, the sharks are snapping a lot, the thunder's clapping a lot. But there's no doubt in the world we'll stay afloat 'cause it's easy to win. Take it all on the chin when you're in the same boat. And we're together in the same
Jockey.
boat.
know that I'll take credit for it.
Great work, Choppy.
I agree. But what about the killer?
The secret must be in the clue that Jenny left us as she died. Drop in planet Earth. The Earth on this stage, the world on a stage.
All the world's a stage. Shakespeare.
Shakespeare! These are actors all but spirits and have melted into air. My God, that's what Jenny meant. Chris!
I did it! I'm sorry, I take credit for everything. What did you want?
I need to see the final few minutes of the show right before Jessica collapsed.
The company bows? Well, that's the last thing you should be rid of.
Don't you think I know that? Please.
Oh, very well. Company. Places for company bows.
Randy, I'll need Jenny's microphone right here. Nikki, I've got a way to wrap this up fast, but it will involve putting you at some risk.
Do what you need to do, Frank.
Excuse me, everyone, I've got a little announcement for the entire cast and for all my men downstairs. Nikki and I just got engaged. That's right, she'll be leaving the run of the show after the Boston run to create the role of Mrs. Lieutenant Frank Choppy. Now, let's run this from just before Jessica took her vow.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Yeah, thank you. We're very happy. Carmen, Oscar, Aaron, you said you were watching from the back of the house on opening night. Watch for me now. Tell me if you see anything different. Sasha, go! It's so weird to see people taking vows and no one clapping.
Oh, it was pretty much like this opening night.
Here comes the leading lady. Oh, Sasha, stop! Your heart. What are you doing? You're in the show.
During the bows, I had to change into a tuxedo when I get just these plastic flowers.
Yeah, she insisted on a bouquet every night. She also wanted us to play the Star Spangled Banner so she could have a standing ovation.
Then I come down the aisle and hand her these flowers.
You put on a tux and come down the aisle with a bouquet, which you would hand to Jessica. And what would she be doing?
She'd be singing.
And did anyone notice anything different on opening night?
Lieutenant, now that you mention it, I think when she took the flowers, she moved her hand to her mouth as if to cover a yawn.
Or as if something had struck her in the throat?
Well, when you put it that way,
Oh,
yeah.
I saw that too. It happened right after she took the second bouquet.
A second bouquet.
Yes. On opening night, she got two bouquets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the first from this aisle from Harv, and the second from someone over here. Well, he was wearing a tuxedo, but the flowers were covering his face.
Yeah, I noticed them myself, but I just figured Carmen had hired an extra hand for opening night.
Just to boost Jessica's ego? Not a chance.
Well, maybe it was someone who genuinely enjoyed Jessica's performance.
No, I think we can rule that out.
So that's it. The killer knew about the bouquet, and on opening night, he came down the aisle with his own flowers, which hid both his face and something as simple as a pellet gun. He fired the capsules at point-blank range into Jessica's mouth as she sang, and that is how your star was killed on stage in full view of you and the entire audience.
Oh, but that means we're all in the clear.
No! Because not everyone was on stage at that moment, Nikki. Where were you, Mr. Belling?
Taking a walk alone as you down below.
Aaron, you said that you were watching from the back of the theater?
Well, yes, and like every other man in the audience on opening night, I was wearing a tuxedo.
And I'll swear I was with him the whole time.
I'm sure you would. Oscar?
I was sitting with Carmen in the last row of the orchestra. I think she would have noticed if I got up out of my seat and headed to the stage.
That's right.
That's so very right. Only one person had both the perfect opportunity and a powerful motive. Sophie, so it hit me.
Oh, wait a second. If that's Bobby, then who's that?
Your devoted admirer, Nikki, determined to bring down the curtains on Robin Hood, because if this show went to Broadway, you would forever leave his sphere of influence. A sphere indicated by the circle next to your name in Sid Bernstein's notebook. A sphere that was the clue that Jenny left us as she died. A planet called Earth. Or as Shakespeare put it, the great globe itself. The Boston Globe, and its senior critic, Daryl Grady.
Careful, Chuffy. Nobody will ever want to see her face again.
Easy, Daryl.
Easy for you. You're going to marry her. She loves you. She never loved me.
Oh, Frank, I swear I didn't know.
But she does know you, doesn't she, Daryl? You shun publicity. Your picture's never been published. But she walked right up to you and tried to shake your hand for the kind words you gave her.
I asked her not to tell anybody we knew each other, so that I could praise and proclaim her in my review.
Oh, but he was just a friend giving me advice. It was nothing more than that.
It was more than that to me, Nikki. I needed you here where I could hail you and guide you. But this infernal musical was going to New York no matter what I wrote about it. That's what Sid Bernstein said.
But watching the show in previews, you saw a chance to make sure that Jessica Cranshaw never made it to Broadway. As a critic on opening night, you could rush from your seat after the finale without raising an eyebrow, retrieve a bouquet you'd hidden in the lobby, and come right back down the aisle as the ultimate showstopper.
Yes, and I tried to shoot Carmen and sandbag you the same way I posted closing notices for Jessica and Jenny. An imperfect performance on my part, but one learns from one's mistakes. Right, Nikki?
Daryl, I see you're out of guns. How far from this theater do you think you can get without one?
Good point. Set your own gun down for me.
Wait, now? All right, just don't hurt. Daryl, I'm going to take Nikki away from you now.
You already have.
Oh, Frank, don't.
One more step and you're dead. Fine, you're dead.
In situations such as this, I always unload the gun in my shoulder holster, take all the bullets, and put them in this one! Come here, Nikki. Daryl Grady, you're under arrest.
Oh my God, could my life get any worse?
Detective O'Farrell!
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. You can afford an attorney.
Well, folks, since you're all witnesses to Daryl Grady's confession, I'm going to need you all to go downstairs and give a brief statement. And then you've only got a few more hours until your new opening night. Sasha, play them off, will ya?
Bobby, are you okay? Do you need some help?
No, I think I can. You know, maybe I might need some help.
Well, it's like I told you. Just give me a chance and I won't let you down.
Hey, if Robin Hood is the hitch off me, I have you to thank. You ever want a vested suit and a nice gabardine, just drop by my showroom for you, Lieutenant. Anything in the store. 10% off.
It's funny. Suddenly I feel a flock of butterflies coming out of hibernation in my stomach.
Luckily, you can't go chasing those butterflies. There's precious little time and a whole lot of work for the both of you before tonight's curtain.
Yes. Lots of unfinished business to take care of.
Before and after the show.
Any last-minute notes, Lieutenant, before the curtain goes up?
Actually, Chris, Nikki and I had a dream of an idea about a new finale.
I'm sure we'll all be singing a different tune if you think we should. Oh, and by the way, bravo, the great detective.
Bravo, the great director.
Gee, Frank, I didn't have a clue about Daryl Grady.
I had more than a few. It still took me a while to figure him out.
Well, now that the mystery is solved, does that mean our engagement is over?
Maybe we can have that discussion after tonight's show. There's a coffee shop where I'm on very good terms with the management.
Frank, we have a date.
That's another triumph, Lieutenant. I'll see you back at the station.
Great work, Chauncey. You put life back into a show that was dying, and now they're going to put Grady away for life.
Well, I had a lot of help, especially from you.
Me?
You and your daughter. You know, I told her how much she showed me with that square dance number of hers. She was great.
Better than great.
Ha ha! Finally, to hear you say it. You had me as flim-flammed as everyone else until I saw how good she really was, and looked to see the pride in your face as you watched her. You tell everyone it's just a business, but I found you out. You are the stage mother of all time. You married Sid Bernstein, put up with his affairs and shady deals to get your daughter a spot on the Broadway stage. But, so that no one can accuse her of riding your coattails, you publicly belittle her talent, even if she hates you for it.
You can't ever let her know. I want her to think she got there all on her own.
You are amazing.
But how did knowing that help you catch Grady?
It didn't. Just explained why you killed your husband.
Me? Well, Grady killed my husband.
No, Grady killed Jessica and Jenny, and he tried to kill you because he wanted to show clothes. But that's exactly what your husband was going to do.
Well, then he was murdered by someone he was blackmailing.
If that was the case, I think they would have taken his little black book with him. He must have told you that he was going to close the show.
He didn't tell me he was closing the show.
He told Oscar. Why wouldn't he tell you? You were his partner.
Because the partnership was over. He had a conniving little ingenue on Sutton Place, and I was out in the street.
He didn't need you.
He didn't need anybody. Grady told me we'd give him rave reviews for his next 3 shows if he shut this one down now.
So he did tell you he was closing the show.
No.
Then how would you know about a deal that he made with Grady moments before he was killed unless you were the last person to see him alive?
He laughed at me. No more shows, no more dreams. After everything I'd put up with from him, he laughed at me and Elaine like it was nothing.
And?
And I killed him.
Of course you did.
What happens now, Lieutenant?
On impulse, you lashed out at your unfaithful blackmailing husband when he told you that your daughter would never get the chance for which you'd sacrificed everything. A decent lawyer can get you a couple of years on a reduced charge. A great lawyer can get you an all-expense-paid weekend in sunny San Diego. But you'll have to stand trial.
I know.
How about we build up your daughter's part a little bit, add another song or two for Nikki, and maybe I don't solve your part of this mystery until after the show opens on Broadway.
You do that? Oh, Frank. You give me that, I'll let you walk me right out of the cast party at Sardi's to Shaden Police Headquarters.
I'll have you watch day and night until then.
I understand. But if this show goes to New York, what about you and Nikki?
Well, there's always a place on the NYPD for a Boston police lieutenant who doesn't mind a cut in rank and pay.
You know something, Chaffee? I think you're one of us. There's a special kind of people known as show people.
We live in a world full of dreams. Sometimes we're not too certain what's false and what's real. But we're seldom in doubt about what we feel.
Lieutenant, you're experienced in assault and battery. I think Bobby may need some first aid. He's a bit wobbly on his feet, having been hit in the head by Grady.
I'll take a look at it.
We've only hours before the curtain, and I'm just not sure he'll rise to the occasion.
Oh, don't worry, Chris. The cry of places everyone is like smelling salts to any trooper. The orchestra playing its overture will be pure adrenaline. His aches will be bathed in the warmth of the spotlight. His spirits will be lifted by the hands of an adoring throng whose applause will sustain Bobby right through the very last scene of Robin Hood!
You